right, you gotta get down. You gotta get down. I gotta work. You gotta get down. All right, let's. Oh, oh my God. It's just covered in fur now. I'm covered in fur. Like that's that's what it comes down to. But today we're gonna get started with a different type of rebuild. We're gonna be doing accepting all trades. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the sliders. I'm gonna turn frequency all the way up. I'm also gonna turn off budgets so that we can just worry about crazy trades happening and a bunch of trades happening. So how this is gonna work is any trade offer that I get, I have to accept. I can't deny it no matter what it is. I have to accept every single trade offer. So I think this is going to take quite a bit of time to get through a season because I have a feeling there's going to be a bunch of trades, especially with budgets being off. I think there's going to be a lot of different things happening. So I'm kind of excited for this one. If you enjoy it, you guys got some other crazy ideas that you want to see, go in the comment section and let me know what you have for a crazy video idea, a crazy rebuild. This is the time for you guys to tell me your crazy ideas. Get in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, go and click that red subscribe button. And next to the subscription button, there's a little icon. Go and click that bell and you'll be notified whenever a video does go live. If you did miss the last video, what I'll do is I'll put a little picture of it on screen, and in the top right hand corner there's going to be a link for you to click. Go and click it and then you can go and give that a watch. Get caught up on every single video we've uploaded so far. Also in the description down below, social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Snapchat, also my Twitch. We've been streaming either kind of in the morning, like 7-8 o'clock in the morning, or later at night, kind of like 11-10 o'clock at night. It usually just depends on if I'm tired or not, but I'm usually streaming almost every single day. So if you guys want to hang out while we play some MLB, we kind of play some franchise, some other stuff. If you guys want to just, you know, chill, talk baseball, talk life, talk about what's your favorite pizza topping, you know, whatever it is, go and follow that Twitch link and you'll be notified whenever I do go live. So that's about it, guys. I hope you are ready for this video. I'm not, but let's get into it. So we're going to go with the Dodgers. They have a lot of good young players as well as current players. So I want to see if we're going to get any crazy offers for that. On top of this being just accepting all trades, we're also going to try to win a championship. We're going to try to win a World Series. It is a rebuild. So what I'm going to do is force trades is off. Yep. And then ignore budgets is on because I want crazy action to be happening, and let's make it happen. So I'm going to go to the sliders, make sure that all trades or trade frequencies all the way up, and we'll get this started. All right, so for this one, basically, like I said, a lot of A potential high rated players. So I mean, whatever happens, happens. Obviously, I'm going to try to win a championship as well. I'm trying to win that World Series, but it's going to be tough when the CPU is going to be sending us trade offers. So we might end up trading for a player and they might end up being traded right back to a different team because we can't keep them because some team wants them. So I'm kind of interested to see how this happens. I think I'm going to leave the team as is right now because it already is a very stacked team. And I'm kind of just interested to see what the CPU is going to throw at us. And then season 2 and season 3 is when we really start throwing, you know, trade offers at teams and seeing what we can do. So let's just sim this season, see what we get. Alrighty, so I just simmed a season, not a single trade offer for the Dodgers. So we're going to try the White Sox instead, see if they have more trade offers sent in. That's kind of the tough thing with this. You got to find players that are a team that has players that are easy to trade for. And I guess I wasn't thinking about that. When you think of Kershaw, Buehler, Bellinger, Mookie Betts, a lot of them are high rated with A potential, so they're kind of tough to trade for. Let's see if this is a little bit easier and make some of these trades happen. All right, we finally got a trade. Took me almost half the season, but the Mariners have offered us a trade, and it is so useless. What am I gonna do with this? All right, we're on our way though. We're on the way. Our second trade in like a week. I think it was a week. So let's see what we got. John Gant for Nicky Delmonico. Again, not one of like our true starters, but let's just keep it going. Alrighty, so the Angels have now sent us a trade, and Griffin Canning, Tommy La Stella, and it looks like it's starting to heat up. They're gonna take Lucas Giolito from us. I mean, we are getting a pretty good, you know, pitching prospect in return, but that's Lucas Giolito, man. That's going to be tough. All right, the trades are starting to fly in left, right, and center. Chris Bassett and Chris Davis for Alex Colomé. Okay. All right. A little bit of athletics action, our last rebuild. So we're approaching the deadline day. Let's see if we get any more trades. I'm going to let the CPU handle the... Oh, there it is. There's a new one. What do we got? Jose Peraza and Matt Barnes for Jose Abreu. I mean, oh man, we're starting to lose players left, right, and center. I'm going to let the CPU handle this first season because I just want to see what's going to happen, where our team is at. Another trade is coming. Oh, okay. Okay. Josh Bell for Nick Madrigal and Yolbert Sanchez. I will take that all day. Let's keep them going. I mean, the team's, I'm sure is going to be a little bit of a mess, but let's see how it finishes for season 1, and I'll show you if we have any more trades. All right, it looks like we got one more for this year. The Padres, what are they offering us? Joey Lucchesi for Jose Peraza. Okay, wasn't a player I wanted to keep, so that's actually not too bad. Let's take a look at see how this roster is like looking after all those moves. So it looks like we got quite a few pitchers in the team. So let's take a look. Keuchel, Rodon, Gio Gonzalez, Griffin Canning, and Chris Bassett. To be honest, I'd probably go like that. And let's get rid of Foster and kind of rock like this. Some players are, you know, actually the pitching's doing really well. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. And starters are okay. Joey Lucchesi at a 2.89 ERA looks pretty impressive. What I would do is I would put Luis Robert in the starting lineup and Josh Bell in the starting lineup. Excuse me, but let's make that change. Maybe Chris Davis plays DH. Maybe not. But the team looks good. I mean, a couple changes. I like the changes that were made. Actually, I'm not like, oh man, they tore apart the team and they made it terrible. I mean, it's a pretty solid squad. I'm kind of liking the moves that the CPU made or the CPU offered us. So let's see how the rest of the season plays out. We kind of have the core still. Moncada, Anderson, Eloy, Yasmani Grandal's there. So the team not bad. Team not bad. I don't speak English apparently. I don't know what's going on. Let's finish out the year. I'll see you guys at the end of it. So first season's about to end, and actually pretty good. We might actually make the postseason, maybe as a wild card team, sneak in there if we can sneak a few more wins. But 90 wins wasn't good enough. 92 wins wasn't good enough, but actually in a good spot. I kind of like it. You know, we missed out in the division by 7 games, which is okay, and the wild card by 2. So to think that we lost our ace in Giolito, we lost Jose Abreu, but we picked up like Josh Bell and stuff. So going forward, I think we're in a good spot, and I kind of like what the CPU did. But I know it's gonna end up being really bad really soon. So you guys can see the award winners, no league leaders, but I am gonna keep my eye on some of these names because I want to make some trades. I want to make some changes, and I think that we're gonna have to try to make drastic changes, because if we just keep the same team, the CPU is gonna start coming in with some crazy trades, and I feel like we're gonna be in a little bit of a predicament, because if we start losing some of our best players, then we're definitely in trouble. So our budget is a little bit on the low side, but Chris Davis is leaving, so that's gonna be a huge plus. Edwin's leaving. Kelvin Herrera, how was his season? It wasn't terrible, but probably a player I wouldn't bring back, and a couple other names. So let's take a look at our team, see how everything went. Keuchel, you know, Carlos Rodon's kind of the same situation. Gio Gonzalez wasn't terrible for the 1 year that we're gonna let him on the team. Griffin Canning looks solid. Joey Lucchesi looks pretty good. Matt Foster, you know, we'll get rid of him. Chris Bassett was solid. Jace Fry struggled a bit. Jimmy Cordero was good. Kelvin Herrera was good. Barnes, take him out of that spot that he was in, looks pretty solid. Cishek was fantastic, and Aaron Bummer was really good. Very good. So I'm liking some of the pieces that we have. Definitely can build off that. Looking at our bench, you know, Chris Davis hit 24 home runs, so that's pretty good. Luis Robert, 280 average, 10 home runs, 31 RBIs. You got Moncada, who hit 300. Yoan Moncada, dude, he is so good. You got Tim Anderson, who hit 316 with 23 home runs, 18 stolen bases, 43 doubles. Eloy hit almost 300 with 36 home runs and 27 doubles. I forgot we got Tommy La Stella, but I mean, he had a fantastic year. Holy cow. Edwin, like I mentioned, he had a good year. It's just I don't really want to pay him that much money. Nomar Mazara almost hit 30 home runs. Like, a lot of guys are hitting 20 plus home runs. Yasmani Grandal just missed that mark, but still a good year for him. And then almost 40 for Josh Bell. With Josh Bell, Eloy, Tim Anderson, Moncada, Mazzara, like we got a goon squad starting to form. So we didn't make the postseason, which it's disappointing for sure. But let's move forward. The Dodgers defeat the Indians, and let's just see what we can do with this team. I definitely want to make trades for myself because I obviously want to rebuild the team and make it a little bit of a challenge. And I know I've done the White Sox already, but in my mind, I knew it was a team that players would get traded because the CPU would offer us some trades rather than just going with like some other team. And I think last year when I did this video, I did the Blue Jays, so I wanted to try a different squad. So looking at the team here, Tommy La Stella, James McCann, because we have Grandal, we have Zach Collins. I feel like James McCann's a little bit, a little extra. Steve Cishek. I'll bring back Lurie Garcia because as a platoon guy, he's not terrible. But like I'm looking at these guys and I'm like, yeah, maybe kind of. I don't know. If they're still there in free agency, I'll offer them something when they're in free agency. So let's get moving. See what we do here. If any of those guys from the 40-man get taken in the Rule 5 draft, I'm okay with that. Arbitration wise, let's just throw it to everybody. Why not? And then when you look at contracts, we're definitely going to give it to everybody here for the most part. We have a couple players that like I completely forgot about that we traded for, or that the CPU offered us a trade for, like Tim Lopez, the second baseman, who I guess could be a platoon option. We had John Gant, who was sitting in AAA all season, so he could get moved up into the bullpen. So we definitely have options to work with there. But let's take a look at free agency, see what we have available. So we need a DH, possibly a second baseman. Actually, I know we need a second baseman, so maybe like a DJ LeMahieu. That wouldn't be a bad option. But then with the CPU try to take him away from us. Third base, we're set. Shortstop, we're set. Center field, we have Robert. Right field, Mazzara. So, I mean, just pitching, second base, I think that's the area we need to improve. So, I almost skipped this trade, and then I was like, oh, I gotta accept it. So, we're still in the off season. Let's see what the Athletics offer us. No, Tim Anderson for Marcos Brito and Logan Davidson. Really? Where's Marcos Brito? Oh my, 60. I mean, for the future, maybe. Yeah, that's cool. Logan Davidson for Tim Anderson, man. That's tough. And then they just traded him. No. The Athletics just got Tim Anderson and they traded him. You can't take Moncada from me. You can't do that. No. We don't need the center fielder.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
No. It's all crumbling down now. The Dodgers are coming in now. Who do they want? Bummer? For Josiah Gray? They want my closer. I brought back Edwin to be our DH. They're taking one of our best pitchers for Josiah Gray. It's coming down now, boys. It's coming down. The Giants now want some action. Come on. Ben Attendee and Marco Luciano for Victor Robles. I mean, okay. I mean, that's a little bit better. I can accept that. That one's kind of cool. All right, so we just had absolute mayhem happen. Absolutely mayhem. Okay, so looking at our starting rotation, it is kind of bad. Like we definitely need to add somebody to the rotation. Our bullpen is not good either. Our closer and Aaron Bummer's gone. So yeah, it's a little messy. When you take a look at our lineup, it still looks good. We do need a shortstop because Lurie Garcia is not a shortstop. Benintendi can play left, but I'm thinking about using him as a trade piece to get a really good shortstop because I want Eloy to just start in left field every game. We have Robert in center. I brought in Jerkson Profar to play second base. I made it a club option, so if it's not good, he can go to free agency after this. Mendick at third. We kind of do need a third baseman now because Mendick's more of a platoon option. Our budget's kind of in a tough spot, but I'm gonna make some trades. I'm gonna make something work. Anybody in free agency available that I'd be cool with trying to bring in? Not really. So let's go make some trades. All right, so I don't know how I made this trade work. We're getting Paul DeJong, Andrew Miller, and Giovanni Gallegos. I need some bullpen help. This is some good bullpen help. We need a shortstop. There's our shortstop. Adam Engel, Marcos Burrito, and Benintendi are being traded to make this move happen. There we go. There's a start. There's a start. We're getting holy cow, Miguel Andujar to play third base for Logan Davidson, Jason Yerzari, and Cody Medeiros. I feel like that's our third baseman now. I'm hoping no one comes to try to trade for him. That would be probably the worst possible outcome. And then now with the team, it looks a little bit better. We definitely need a power bat. I mean, Mercedes actually doesn't look bad as a power bat, but I'm going to give it to Zach Collins because I want him to develop. And then we'll move the lineup around. But this is going to be the lineup for the season. I like it a lot. When we look at our bullpen, that's a questionable area. I brought in Pedro Baez. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. Obviously, Matt Barnes was last season. Andrew Miller and Gallegos from the Cardinals trade. And then this is our starting lineup. It doesn't look terrible. We do have a lot of young guys in Gray, Kopech. We have Cease, Carson Fulmer's there as well. So some young potential players that could really help us out in the future. Our budget's a little but we'll make it work. I think with where's our money going to? That's what I want to know. Where it's just spread out with some crazy contracts everywhere. So we're definitely gonna have to start cutting the axe, or bringing out the axe and cutting people, trading them away to really figure out this money situation, because otherwise we're gonna be in some trouble. So, and I know I said ignore budgets is on, so we don't really have to worry about our budget, but I still want to worry about the budget. I still want to have a little bit of a challenge. So this is season 2's team. Where do we stand? 13th. That worries me a little bit, but I have faith in this team. A little bit of faith. We'll see how it goes. I definitely expect some trades as well. That's why I didn't want to get crazy with my own trades. So I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, we've been, I think, just the first week of the next month. What do we got here? Marwin Gonzalez for Matt Foster. Not a bad trade. I'm actually okay with that one. Marwin Gonzalez, not a bad player. So I guess we have to make sure he's part of the lineup. He is. Marwin Gonzalez. What? He doesn't really, like, improve the lineup that much, so we'll just leave it as is for now. All right, our second trade of the season so far. Can the Angels just stop taking pitchers from us? Like, that would be really cool, right? So now we got Jaime Barria and Justin Upton. We don't need either of those when they're going to take our... Well, I guess Joey Lucchese's having a bad year. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Take them. That's fine. I'm cool with that. We're 20-29 anyways, so our season's not going fantastic. And I guess Jaime Barria becomes, like, our 5th now. He's actually having kind of a nice season, so hopefully he can continue that streak. For the most part, it doesn't look like our team's doing that great. I will take Collins is having a season. Who's... Yasmani Grandal's having a terrible year. Anybody else having a... Like, quite a few people are having some bad years. Where's... Why is Luis Robert in triple... I gotta fix that. Alrighty, the Pirates have come in for a trade. Jacob Stallings... whatever. I'm not even going to freak out about that trade. So let's keep going. I don't know why Jacob Stallings is part of our MLB squad. Who did they send down is what I want to know. Because someone got sent down that probably shouldn't have. I think they sent down Yermin Mercedes. Which, okay, that's fine. What about pitching staff? They sent down John Gant. Which I think I'm okay with. So let's just sim to the trade deadline. Again, the season not going too great. We're just under 500, and hopefully we can turn things around. That would be great. But we're having some trouble. We're definitely having some trouble. I have a feeling next season we're just gonna have to just trade every single player that we have and see what we can do. So I'll see you guys at the end of the year. So 86 and 76, it's respectable. I mean, we were under 500 at the trade deadline, so we definitely turned it around. But no postseason in 2 years. That's tough. You guys saw the standings there. We do have a league leader, Luis Robert, with triples. But we're going all out. We're trading players. We're gonna go crazy because obviously we're losing players through trades as well, and that's definitely hurting us. But we definitely need to make some crazy changes. We just got to go crazy with it. So that's what I'm going to do this offseason. Anybody that's still on a contract is probably going to get traded if they're not part of like that core squad that I think we should keep. So we do have a gold glove. You guys can see the award winners on screen now. So I might make a trade for some of those like picks that I'm comfortable with, that I know are doing very well, that do very well. Like Carlos Rodon can stick around, but he's not an ace. Griffin Canning can stick around. He's not an ace either. I'm thinking these are more like our 3-4s in the lineups. Reynaldo Lopez, going to be traded. Chris Bassett, he's leaving. Jaime Barria, okay, maybe he's our 5. We go 3, 4, 5. We need a new 1, 2. Looking at our bullpen, it looks like some stuff got all jumbled up and whatnot because Jace Fry should not be there. But Jimmy Cordero can stay. Matt Barnes, even though he's going down in rating, which I don't understand because he's had back-to-back really solid seasons, I may end up letting him go. Pedro Baez, I'm going to keep. Jace Fry, probably going to try to trade him. Andrew Miller, going to let go. And then Giovanni Gallegos, he's our closer 100%. Not even going to worry about that. So let me take a look at, Michael Kopech's morale's probably down. Yeah, so he's only a 73. Just for the sake of this rebuild, I might trade, these prospects so we can get some really, really good pitching because that's what we need. Looking at our bench, Zach Collins, pretty good, and I just don't know how to get him in the lineup. Obviously I put in Justin Upton as a DH, but we'll have to figure something out. So looking at the team, you know what? I'm looking at these stats. Josh Bell, phenomenal season. He does become a free agent, so we need to bring him back. I want to keep Andujar. He had a good year, so that's good. Luis Robert is getting better and better and better, which is awesome. Eloy hit 30 home runs, so that's good to see. Nomar Mazara, 25 home runs, a good amount of home runs, 87 RBIs as well. Paul DeJong hit 223. We traded for him. We might end up trading him away. Yasmani Grandal had a bounce back season after a little bit of a quiet year last year. Justin Upton, not terrible. Is his contract over? No. We're trading that 100%. And then Jurickson Profar for $7 million. I feel like we could do better. So again, no postseason action. Let's see what we can do. The Yankees defeat the Dodgers, and we are going to go absolutely crazy with offseason moves. So let's take a look at exclusive negotiations. Mazara, I do want to keep. I'm gonna send him, I'm gonna offer him that. And then Rodon, he's been pretty solid for us as well, so let's send him some money. And then Pedro Baez was good. We're gonna keep that. And then looking at the rest, I'm gonna let go. So let's keep moving forward. See what we can do here. 40-man, Andrew Vaughn, I'll definitely keep around. Let's take a look at these options. So I'm going to keep Lopez because I want to trade him. And then Jaime Barria I do want to keep. And basically Jaime Barria down, I'm just going to offer so we have players in like the farm system and also on the roster. But the ones I'm not going to offer here are Bassett and Jace Fry. And looking at contracts, I'll just offer it to everybody. So I said I wanted to spend some money. I think we might just end up making trades. Because, I want to maybe sign Syndergaard, or how's Eduardo Rodriguez doing? He could be a good option. That might be the one option I go for starting pitching. We do not need a closer, but we do need bullpen help. And then a position we do need to upgrade is second base, and there are no options. So we could just trade, which might be a good one. And I might sign Trevor Story. There's a lot of possibilities that I'm running through my mind right now because we need to make some changes, and I don't know what to fully do with those changes yet. So I'll see you guys once the season starts, or if I start making trades, because if I keep sitting here and looking at these different options, my mind's going to keep racing and I'm going to keep rambling. Not sure how this works, but we're going to trade Justin Upton for Ryan Presley. There's that bullpen option I need. We're getting Carlos Correa. It's happening. Paul DeJong, Dylan Cease, and Sebi Zavala for Carlos Correa. There we go. Alrighty. I'm like 4 days into free agency. Let's see what we got. Donnie Walton for Ricky Ackers. I'm glad I started recording for that. That's awesome. So here we go. Let's keep moving forward. So the Orioles have offered us a trade. Zach Watson for Alejandro Minoso. Sure. Let's keep it going. All right, final season. We're going to do 3 for this one. I'm going to go for Luis Castillo. We're getting rid of some of our best prospects, Josiah Gray, Michael Kopech, and Marco Luciano. We need pitching. We really do, and we need to win. All right, I'm getting Aaron Bummer back. He's one of the best lefties in the game. We need a lefty in our bullpen. John Gant, Tim Lopez, and Gorkis Hernandez are making the deal happen. All right, so our budget still around $1 million, which is good because that was kind of the challenge that I wanted to set myself. Stay within budget, even though budgets aren't relevant for this rebuild. And this is the team that we're going to do. I just signed the Gooch man, Shun Yamaguchi, from free agency. 2-year deal, really low contract. Stats wise for the last 2 seasons been fantastic, so I figured let's just give him a shot, see how he does. His per nines look atrocious, so I'm not expecting much, but I just wanted someone there. And then this is our starting rotation. I'm gonna give my faith in these guys right here, so we'll see how it goes. As you guys can see, our bullpen, probably the strongest our bullpens looked throughout this rebuild. Hopefully we get no trade offers, otherwise we're in a lot of trouble. I just signed Joe Panic and Rowdy Tellez, so those are 2 new additions to the lineup, or I should say the bench. And then we have Lurie Garcia, Mendick, and Andrew Vaughn. Starting lineup, you guys can see the big addition here is Corey Seager. He's going to play second base for us. And that's really about it. Like, the team was big. We traded for Carlos Correa. Team looks very, very solid. And somehow I'm still within budget. I think for the future we would be in a lot of trouble financially, but for now we're good. We're ranked 6th, the highest we've ever been. And I'm like, fingers crossed, like, please MLB gods, you know, let me just, like, let's just have a chat. Like, let's just, no trades, don't take my players, and we'll be okay, you know, right? Like, we'll be cool. Like, let's just let this season happen. So here we go. Final season. Let's see how it goes. I mean, the draft day is in 69 days. Nice. Let's get going. Let's see how this last season goes. So I think I need to start praying to the MLB gods before every rebuild, because not a single trade offer happened. Not a single one. Or maybe it was because I just had so many players that were high rated that would be tough to trade for. Maybe that's the case, because we made it through the whole season, no trade offers. I was sitting there, and I'm not kidding. I'm just sitting here like, please no, please no, please no, please no, as I'm working through the whole season. So far so good. I mean, I'll take it. No offers happened. Would I like to stop simulating? Of course, because we made it to the postseason for once. So let's take a look, see how this happened. We won the division by 5 games. We're 5th ranked in baseball. League leaders: Luis Robert and Kenley Jansen with the most saves. Oh yeah, I signed Kenley Jansen. I'm pretty sure you guys would have seen that in the team when I showed you the team. Really, Yohan Moncada, man. You know, losing Monca does, like, man. And then Tim Anderson, we lost him too. That's tough. That's tough. So looking at the rest of the league leaders, you guys can see all of them currently. So let's hop over to the pitching stats. See who's Carlos Rodon's up there, but he didn't get any notification because it was a tie between those. But looking at the rest of them, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm seeing for sure. Awards. What did we get? A Gold Glove. Corey Seager got a Gold Glove. Man, can we get anything besides a Gold Glove for once? Just anything. Julio Rodriguez and Wilkerman Garcia. What a name. What a name. So let's take a look how our team did. Luis Castillo, 371, 1.2. That's not terrible. Not terrible. Carlos Rodon, though, absolutely insane. Gotta love it. Love seeing that kind of performance throughout the year. Griffin Canning, to be honest, yeah, we lost Lucas Giolito, but this was not a bad return. Like, he was good throughout this entire trade episode majig. So there we are. Reynaldo Lopez. I said I was going to trade him. I said, you know what, let's just keep him. And as a 4 and a 5, Jaime Barria and Reynaldo Lopez weren't terrible. So Shun Yamaguchi, like I said, the Gooch man the bar wasn't high, and to be honest, I think he still was below the bar. So that's how things go. Pedro Baez was really solid. Jimmy Cordero. If you guys are looking for a budget reliever who, for some reason, even though his per nines aren't that great, does really well, Jimmy Cordero is your man. Giovanni Gallegos had his first poor season. Ryan Presley was pretty good. Aaron Bummer was fantastic as per usual. He's like the go-to lefty for franchise this year. And then Kenley Jansen was the man as the closer, only blew 3 saves. So that's good to see. As we hop over to our lineup, we'll take a look at our bench. and, you know, some okay performances here and there. Home run, 1 home run in 3 at-bats, and he had 2 hits. That's impressive. That's a good season for Andrew Vaughn. Luis Robert, 23 home runs, 36 doubles. Pretty solid season. Pretty solid season. When we look at Carlos Correa, I mean, 28 home runs, 77 RBIs, 32 doubles, 291 average. So even though like the home runs weren't there or the RBIs, he still had a great year. Josh Bell, really good year. 300 average, 952 OPS, plenty of home runs. Same for Eloy. Even though the potential is going down, he's still putting up monster numbers. Miguel Andujar is still improving, had his best season of his career. Corey Seager hit 28 home runs with 90 RBIs, 32 doubles. And then when you look at Nomar Mazara throughout this, he's been good too. So like everybody that we picked up this season and everybody besides Yasmani Grandal has been fantastic. I mean, Zach Collins did better than Yasmani Grandal. That's just not acceptable. You're supposed to be the leader, you know? You're supposed to be the best catcher on the team, and you're letting me down. So we're taking on the Astros, and we are sweeping them. Get out of my way. This is our season. We're winning it all. Here we go. Let's keep doing our thing. Let's just win it all. Let's just sweep the Yankees, move on to the next round of the postseason. As I say that, we're 1 game away from elimination. Ooh, I started talking too soon. Maybe I should have prayed to the MLB gods before the game or the postseason, so I could have seen how, if we would have won, and seen if that actually works out. So here we are. So far, so good. Can we please score? First and third, no outs. Couldn't score there. That's disappointing for sure. But pretty quiet game. Pretty quiet double play to end our inning. That's tough. That's really tough. Luis Robert. That's what I like to see. They have Franmil. Hold on. Franmil, Stanton, Judge, Gary, Freddie Freeman, Glaber. I mean, obviously there's no budget, so people are just going absolutely crazy with spending. But I mean, Emilio Pagan in the bullpen too. Yikes. All right, so we're at 7th inning. Stanton has to ruin our fun, and we're in a little bit of trouble. Who's up? Brian Anderson, Pedro Baez, get the out. 2 more innings. Please do not lose. Please. Nomar Mazara. All right, Baez. Sorry, bud. Presley, dude. Come on. You know, that's tough. All right. You know what? Still a good thing. The fact that we were able to make the playoffs after just having our team absolutely picked at like we were a carcass and they were vultures, I still think that was pretty good. And we were able to do it while staying within budget, which I think was even more of a challenge because we were having to compensate for, or overcompensate for, the fact that we were losing our best players, and then we'd have to spend money to bring new players in, and then even those new players that we brought in could have been traded away. So I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, the Accept All Trades rebuild, the Accept All Trades challenge, whatever you want to call it. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below. Let's aim for 1,000 likes. I normally don't ask for that high, but I know you can do it because you guys have been absolutely amazing with the likes on the videos. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yes, you. I'm talking to you right now. There's that red button down there. Go and click it. There's also that bell icon button. Make sure you click it so you're notified whenever a video does go live. And in the comment section, get involved and just tell me stuff. I don't care what it is. Just put some comments down there. I know I asked you a question at the beginning of the video and I completely forgot about it, and that's about it. I'm losing my mind, guys. I think I'm playing too much MLB The Show, and yeah, so I hope you do enjoy the video. I'll catch you all. Oh, no. Top corners. Check out those videos if you did miss them. Get caught up on every single video that we put, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.